Hi guys, my name Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm from England and we've got a weird sunny slash stormy day. Um, guys, welcome to today's class. It's lovely to be here. And today we are going to look at the meaning and make sentences with another 5 words. We have colonize, colonnade, collier, colonel, and combat. So Arush, can you please introduce yourself, tell us a bit about your day, and move on to today's topic, please?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 6F. My school name is Delhi Public School, Nagati, Kolkata. My favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Excellent. And what did you do with your day today?
Yes, ma'am. Today, first I woke up in the morning at 6 o'clock. Then I went to school. Then I came back. Then joined 6:30 to the online classes. Then joining my class. Now, thank you.
Okay, very good. And so Arush, can you explain the meaning and make sentences with today's 5 words?
Ma'am, the first word is colonize. Colonize. It is a verb and it means sends. The Greeks. The meaning is send settlers to a place and establish political control over it.
Okay. And can you give me a bit of a sentence, please?
And the Greeks colonized, I think so, it is Sicily and southern Italy.
They colonized. They colonized.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, let's go on to the next word, which is colonnade.
Yes, ma'am. Colonnade is ma'am, it means it is a countable noun, and it means a colonnade is a row of evenly spaced columns.
Okay, good.
And ma'am, the sentence is a colonnade with stone pillars.
Okay. Okay, so what do you mean by so when you think of colonnade, where do you see colonnade? Where can you see it? Have you looked at pictures of colonnade?
Yes, ma'am, can you repeat once again?
Have you looked at pictures of colonnade?
Yes, ma'am, like it is classical architecture, like, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so where can you see colonnades?
I've never seen actually a colonnade.
You've never seen a colonnade, but have you seen pictures of it?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh. So where do you think these places are found?
Mostly in rural area.
Sorry?
Ma'am, like in desert, I think mostly.
Desert?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Or ma'am, it could be like it is like a historical place of something that it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I know this was only because I have heard this one.
Okay, so what sentence are you going? Please, Arush, don't mumble. What sentence are you going to do?
Ma'am, yes, with colonnade, I will like to go with
Arush, can you please say the sentence for colonnade?
yes, ma'am. A set
Yes.
of evenly spaced columns.
Yes, okay, that's the meaning. But what about how can you use it in a sentence?
Sentence. Ma'am,
How can you use it?
I think so. It is like the yes, ma'am. Coordinates around the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have only one example.
Okay, there were colonnades around the courtyard. Okay, good. So I want you to look up a picture of a colonnade now and tell me, in which country do you think you can see colonnades? Have a look.
From Catoosa County.
Yes, can you think of a country where you can possibly see colonnades if you found the picture?
Ma'am, in mostly in Bulgaria.
Mm-hmm. Bulgaria. Okay. What about Greece and Rome?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so that was colonnade. Okay, what about collier?
Ma'am, collier means a coal miner.
Yes, very good. Or
A member of its crew.
or a
A
coal merchant, a coal miner or a coal merchant. Okay.
yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, good. So, can you give me a sentence?
Sentence.
Yes, please. For collier.
Mm, mm, ma'am, it was built. Sound like it was built in 1854 and subsequently enlarged. But a pier was constructed by John Rennie in 1815 and now chiefly used by fishermen and colliers.
Okay, but can you give me a sentence using collier?
Ma'am, so the sentence only.
Sorry,
Ma'am, this was the sentence only.
you gave me a paragraph about colliers. Okay, I want you to make your own sentence using the word collier.
Ma'am, we have about 500 colliers working under this arrangement.
Arush, can you please speak clearly? Can you stop using this animation now? Stop it and speak clearly. What I need, your diction is really, really poor right now. Okay, it never used to be like that. You're mumbling. Can you please speak clearly?
Ma'am, we have about 500 colliers working under this arrangement, with which they are quite satisfied.
There were 500 colliers and only a few were satisfied.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Or you can say the collier found a lot of what?
Ma'am, I don't
A
know.
collier can also be a ship, okay, that is used to carry coal. So it could be either a coal miner, a coal merchant, or it's even a ship,
Okay, ma'am.
okay?
Okay,
So
ma'am.
you can say the collier carried coal from the north to the south of the island, for example.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Arush, I need you to start speaking more clearly, okay? Because I'm really struggling to
ma'am.
understand.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so next we have another word. We have colonel. What's a colonel?
Ma'am, it is a military rank.
Someone in the military, yes.
And it is a noun, and it means the rank of officer in the army and in the U.S. Air Force. Our lieutenant colonel and below a brigadier or brigadier.
Brigadier, below a brigadier.
And ma'am, for example, sentences. mm, uh, Wait a second. Jack is a retired Air Force colonel.
Yes, good. Jack is a retired Air Force colonel. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
good. Okay, so what about the word combat?
Ma'am, there are two meanings. First meaning,
So-
like it is a noun, and it is in the first meaning it is a noun, and it means fighting between armed forces. Like for example, the sentences 5 hurricanes were shot down in combat. So this was the first sentence and meaning. And the second sentence, it is a verb, and take action to reduce or prevent something bad or undesirable, an effort to combat drug trafficking.
Okay. So can you say your sentence slowly and clearly, please?
Yes, ma'am. So the first meaning I will say 5 hurricanes were shot down in combat. And the second sentence is there were fires combat between the two sides. No one knew how many troops had died in the combat.
Okay, good. Good. Right. So what I want you to do now, okay, is to have a look at these words and tell me what type of words they are, whether they are nouns, whether they are verbs, or whether they are adjectives. Okay?
And you will give me the words.
Yes. Colonize. What do you think about the word colonize?
Colonize. Wait, first let me write this. Colonize.
What is the word colonize? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Or is it an adjective?
Ma'am, it is a verb.
It is a verb. Okay.
Yes,
And what about the next one, which is colonnade?
colonize. Ma'am, it is like I forgot.
What's colonnade?
Hmm. Ma'am, it is a noun and it means a row of evenly spaced columns supporting a roof.
Yes, okay, it's a noun. That's all I wanted to know. Okay. What about collier? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Or is it an adjective?
What am I spelling?
Collier. Collier.
Okay. Collier, mm, ma'am, a coal miner.
Mm-hmm.
And ma'am, it is a noun.
Okay. And what about colonel?
What ma'am?
Colonel.
Colonel.
Mm.
Ma'am, this spelling CRNAL.
Colonel.
C-O-L-O-N.
L-O-N-E-L.
E-L. Oh, yes, ma'am. It is a noun and it means a rank of officers in the army.
Yes, yes, you've said it. You've said it. All I want you to tell me is whether they are verbs, nouns, or adjectives.
Okay.
And the last one is combat.
Ma'am, combat is very simple. It is just a noun and a verb.
It's a noun and a verb. Good. Okay, so Arush, I
Yes.
want you to start working on your diction. Okay, because I'm really struggling every lesson, but this was really the hardest one. Okay, to understand what you're saying. Okay.
Ma'am, my laptop mic is not working nicely, so I'm using an external mic. That's why my sound is muffling sometimes.
Yes, I do understand that your sound is muffling, but you're not helping yourself either because you're mumbling the words. Okay, so I need you to be clear. So every single consonant in that word and vowel needs to be clear and crisp. Okay, even if you have to speak really slow. Okay, I don't mind. I'd rather you be clear. Okay, then because I spend my lesson like this with you, trying to understand what you're saying. Okay, and you used to speak a lot more clearer. Okay, you were a lot more clear than this. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Good. So now we've done these words. You've explained the meaning, you've given me the sentences, and now we've looked at whether they're verbs, they're nouns, or they're adjectives. Now, what I'd like you to tell me is, have you ever read about colonies? Have you ever read about colonies?
No, ma'am.
No. Have you seen any of these words before? Colonnade or collier or colonel?
No, ma'am. No, none of them.
None, not even combat?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And what are you going to read up about them? What are you going to do? Because these are all new words now for you. So how are you going to continue learning them?
Ma'am, I will research it on it, how it works, and how and which sentences and where we should use. So I will now research on this.
Okay. So combat. You told me combat is really easy.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Ma'am,
you must know.
because it's what I had learned about 5 years ago.
Ah, so you did know it.
Yes, ma'am, I knew it, but I had forgot.
I had forgotten.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I want you to tell me how you got to know about combat from 5 years ago. What was the setting? How did you know about it? What were you reading?
Ma'am, where? Can you repeat once again?
So how did you learn about combat? How did you learn the word combat? What were you
Ma'am,
reading?
like when I was in class 1 or 2 almost, when I was just going in class 2, so when we were writing a paragraph, so we found this word in the paragraph. So that's why we used our dictionary. Then I found it.
Okay, good. And what were you reading? Do you remember the story in class 2 that you were reading?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, it was very
You
small paragraph.
You don't. Okay. Have you,
Ma'am, I
Colonel?
just remember that it was a small paragraph and it was like approximately 100 words paragraph only, which we needed to learn.
Okay. And what about Colonel? Colonel, you must have heard of Colonel before.
Yes, ma'am. I have heard a lot of times in when I play GTA 5 especially. I get a lot of messages from the Colonel. So that
Mm-hmm.
I know this word mostly.
Yeah, exactly. So you do know some of these words. So tell me, what are kernels like? If you had to describe a kernel, the kernel in the
I'm
game.
like in the game, if I go to him, so like he wears a black coat, a white shirt, and a black dark pant, and a black tie. And most of the colonels I have seen in the game that they don't have hair, they're bald.
Okay,
Some
good.
some of them used to wear caps.
Okay. And can you tell me if you had to act like a colonel, how would you
Ma'am,
act?
I have also acted in the game GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
I was very frustrated because when I was acting to be a colonel, I was very nervous also because if the police knew that I'm not a colonel, I'm a fake colonel, they used to put me in the jail. But I was safe, luckily. And now,
Mm-hmm.
like when I got saved from the police, I was very happy because only 1% people just recognized me that I was
Okay.
Franklin. Because mostly I play with Franklin only. That's all.
Okay. Good. And when you looked at that photo of the colonnades,
Yes,
of
ma'am.
a colonnade,
Like I have put some mods also in GTA with the what colonnade. Yes. Ma'am, like it's a row type of something which goes straight, and it has a rod type of in the middle and with some gaps in.
yes, okay. And so you've looked at pictures of it, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in the game also.
On the game, what
Yes.
game?
Ma'am, GTA only. I just put a mod on it. A GTA 5. I just put a mod of colonnade. My friend had that mod, so I also used that mod same, and I got a like 2 or 3 colonnades, which was very big. Like almost it was 2.5 miles big. That was too big for me. I also
Okay,
I also tried with my bike in the game. I ordered a bike and I tried. It took me approximately in real life, if I tell you, so it took me 10 minutes to reach at the end.
okay,
Man, according to the game, it took me 5 hours, and in real life, took me 10 minutes.
I see. Okay. So you have colonnade. So you know that you've got colonnades in the game now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now every time you see it in the game, you're going to say, ah, that's colonnade.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I
So
used these colonnades like 1 or 2 years before only.
they are
Because,
what?
ma'am, like I knew this word colonnade because I had also used in my game. The mod name is only colonnade. That's why I knew this word. And
Uh-huh.
ma'am, but this was a bit hard for me when I was trying to find the meaning. I did not know the meaning only, and I just put the mod, and I know I did not know about colonnade. I was thinking that it might be something, so I used to ignore mostly.
Okay. So now that we have done colonnade, combat kernel, we move on to colonize. So words like colony, colonize, have you ever come across them in the game before?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, only
No,
colonnade and the kernel.
the kernel.
I also
Okay, just
acted as kernel in the game. That's why.
okay. And with the word colonize now, do you understand what it means? Did you
Mm,
understand the meaning fully?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Ma'am,
And
now it will be a bit easy for putting the mods because like I used to think that this is just no normal word, and I used to find the like whenever you put a mod in any game in especially GTA, so they tell that they have this things. So when I saw that the mod name, I don't remember actually. It was so it was written at that mod. There were 2 or 3 things. First, it was the colonnades, and you will get a lot of kernels which have Rolls Royce, and the third one I don't remember. So from there I knew about colonnade.
okay. Um, and what about the last one, which is collier?
No, ma'am, I never knew.
You never knew that. That's completely new. Okay, that I accept that is completely new because it is a specific type of word, whereas the rest you probably would have heard of. Okay, that's fine. So collier, are we clear on the meaning of collier?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Okay, so Arush, what are you going to do after this class?
Ma'am, after this class, I will play some games on my mother's phone and then I will go to sleep because I have done my dinner before your class.
Oh, you had dinner before my class. What did you have for dinner?
Ma'am, I had noodles. My mom made noodles.
Excellent. Very good. Very good.
Ma'am, it was very spicy also.
Okay.
I like spicy.
You like spicy food?
Yes, ma'am.
So do I. What spices did it have?
Ma'am, like I said, my mother put some Szechuan chutney in it and with some of the chilies. Done.
Very nice. Excellent. Okay. And what about these words? How are you going to practice these words now and their meanings?
What can I repeat once again?
How are you going to practice these words and their meanings?
Ma'am, first I will find about more it. I will find research more on it. If I get a more of those things in the game, so I will try once again. And if I don't get, so I will just research on Google.
Okay, good. And do you think you will be able to use these words in your daily life?
Yes, ma'am. This word I had used before, very before, when I was in class.
Combat, yes.
One in because that one we were watching movies, so I found this word and I forgot about this word because in that movie I was mostly concentrated, so I just forgot about that word, and now I am thinking like it's a new word. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Very good. Okay. Sangram, welcome to the class. You've just come in the last 2 minutes, Sangram.
I just know what the bus means. I left late from the office as well. So that's
That's
why
okay.
yesterday also
Sorry.
I tried, but I got late. And also today's question also I haven't revised yet. Because I didn't want also because today's HR round was like means I had a lot of candidates today for interview. Same for tomorrow. The lineup is very long for tomorrow as well.
That's okay.
So these days are busy. Yes, ma'am.
That's okay. If you want to introduce yourself and say today's sentences, I was going to tell you more than welcome.
Okay, so myself, so working as an HR recruiter, so my day was a normal day for me. I went to my office and I'm returning back home. So it was a little bit of hectic day also you can say, or you can say there were many candidate lineup. So it was busy schedule today for me.
Okay, so today you have to explain the meaning and make sentences with these 5 words. We have colonize, colonate, colonel, and combat.
Combat, you can say it is used in like martial arts.
Yeah, martial arts is a type of combat. Yeah.
Combat training that we provide.
Yes.
Like we provide combat training to the army peoples.
Yes. So combat is a fight, is a type of fight. Okay. Conflict or controversy. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Hello,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, we have more. We have.
Yes, ma'am. So colonize, I know because we have heard in history, like try to taking control over that nation or that area, like taking control over something. Is colonize.
Okay.
We have heard in history regarding to this about colonize.
Then we have colonel. Colonel.
the person who is handling that, like colonel.
Yes, so colonel is a first, it's a rank.
Colonels are in the army, like the colonels that are there. Okay, so Collier is left, I guess.
Okay, and then we have the word colonnade.
Yes, ma'am.
Colonnade.
Col- the hello.
Hello, colonnade. So we have
Hello.
colonnade.
Yes, ma'am.
Colonnade.
Like you can say, never heard of that word, but as per, like you can say, a sequence of architecture.
No, so colonnade is like columns, okay? A row, it's like
Okay.
columns that are separated and they are put in next to each other. Colonnade, okay? It's a type of architecture.
So it's like the column, like as we have the columns in the book, so like that the column that are being separated.
Like, yeah, like pillars, like the Greek
Yes,
pillars.
like
Yeah,
the pillars.
yeah. And then we have the last word, which is collier.
So folio can be like the miners, the coal mine,
Yeah, very good.
the people who work there, like the
Yes.
colliers who just dig out the coal for the industries or for the industrial revolution.
Excellent. Good. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you got to express the meanings. Thank you very much. I just kept you on a tiny bit more, guys. I'm sorry about that,
Yes,
but I had to. Thank you very much, and I
Thank you.
look forward to seeing you again next week. Sorry, and have a good weekend. Bye, guys.